Okay, fourth matchup on table 2 of our TV courts. Of course, we have 3 courts all together here, 3 tables being covered, and I hope you're enjoying it wherever you are in the world. It's a big development for the ITTF and ITTV to bring forward all this coverage. The main courts of focus, we've got, certainly I know that there are 2 courts being covered in English commentary. There's also Japanese TV on one of the other courts, court 3. So perhaps even on the websites there will be an option of 3 matches to watch. We have got now in front of us Patric Baum, there he is, who is a 23-year-old from Germany. And he is certainly as a left-hander. He will be expecting to put on a good show here. He's 7 years younger than Hyuk, who has got huge experience on the circuit. 30, can't believe it now, 31 years old. That
That's
makes
right.
me feel old. My goodness me.
No history here. But I would like to say one thing about this German young fellow, Patric. We saw him in Shanghai, actually a city adjacent to Shanghai, Suzhou, north of Shanghai, in the China Open. He did very well. He impressed me quite a bit with his fighting spirit, although he eventually didn't make it to the semifinal. I'm just saying that certainly a young star from Germany, from the German squad here. Very, very tenacious, aggressive. And Hyuk, as you mentioned, former world run-up in the championships, and definitely still around. And he is aiming so high to go to the London Olympics. That's his final and ultimate objective.
The big aim, the big aim. Well, you were also in Moscow last year and watched the men's team event, and there was silver ultimately for this German squad, and in that squad was Patric Baum, and they overcame, well, in fact beat for silver in the Korean team who had picked up the bronze. And of course we had there Hyuk, who was part of that, in fact the senior member of that Korean team. So they are familiar with each other, there's no doubt at all about that. But the German leagues are so strong. There's a great deal of envy around the world at how much strength is there, good sponsorship support. You can make a good living in Germany out of table tennis. And let's just see whether or not the German machine in table tennis will be able to continue here through Patric Baum. He's missed the first. And the chopper there is he is a bigger version than Timo Boll, isn't he, in terms of his he's obviously learnt a lot from Boll.
Taller than Timo as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And also he's really trying to maneuver his opponent, Hyuk, who's very good at his footwork. The first one he earned definitely was a result of that. Long ball, short ball, mixing up together to confuse Hyuk. And acceleration of speed there, yes. I mean, these are all the things you have to do to really confuse a quality chopper like Hyuk.
Well, there's a lot of crowd here that will be supporting Patric Baum. The Netherlands, of course, adjacent nation to Germany.
Mm-hmm. Well, they call it really their half home court here.
Well,
the
yes.
Germans.
There's the German flags around and lots of the national colours on show.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame them, really. So close to this country, the Netherlands, and by driving 4 hours, 3 hours, you're here. From Luxembourg as well. In fact, I met former world champion Ni Shalian, who is representing Luxembourg now, and she was telling me that she and her husband just came here by driving. So convenient.
You wouldn't drive many places in China, would you? You take the plane these days.
Given the size of the country.
Yeah. It's even, Stevens. Well, Hyuk has just managed to pick up a point to get ahead by 4-3. And now at 5-3.
You cannot afford to give easy point like this to your opponents, especially like Ju Se-hyuk, who is so ready to do his counterattack at any moment.
3-5.
He doesn't look like a defensive player.
No, he doesn't. I was just about to say. Anything but defensive. Here he goes.
Digging so hard.
And that's what his aim is to do. Just be patient, chopping on the backhand there, really, really getting side as well. And then forcing the error.
Especially with his quality, Ju could dig so hard underneath the table, and also with the same gesture, he could produce playing ball, spin with a lot of spin, etc. You know, you don't have time to even adjust yourself, and then sometimes the spin would just send you to trouble.
Jörg Roskopf, though we had some incidents yesterday with Bastian Steger. He was called for foul serving by hiding the ball, we found out ultimately. Certainly a juicy little incident, let's put it that way. Lots of hot air around, and Steger was, well, I've never seen him so furious.
He at one point got down even to his knees to beg the referee or the umpire. But I'm glad it ended well, really.
Well, it was good theatre, that's for sure. Baum fighting back. I think in the translation, Baum is a tree. Did you know that? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. B-A-U-M.
So he's certainly being a very solid opponent at the moment, and fighting back to within one. That's an excellent performance. 8-7. Certainly a lot of encouragement from his fans, but that really is a good pullback here. 8-7. And now level things at 8-all in the first. And that really is a very, very impressive performance. Patric Baum is now finding a way through the defense after giving up quite a number of points. He's back in it. Beautiful angle under the table. We're almost there with the ball. Oh, fantastic.
Yes, indeed. A combination of long ball, short ball, good placement right there, mixing things up again, and all of a sudden accelerating his power to generate that ball, that attack. Wonderful.
Inside out, and it's absolutely perfectly placed as well. Great power, 9-8. And again, but this time it was the other side.
Yeah, Chu was a little bit not ready for that one. That was totally out of the blue, shall we say. Acceleration again, a sudden acceleration.
Well, it was a change of direction that upset his opponent there. He was shaping up to play it open, but he played it closed that bat, and it's now game points to Germany. Ooh, what a recovery. This is exciting. This is really building up, and we've got lots of very, very good supporters coming in on our side right in front of us. You'll probably hear some hubbub above our voices because we've got a lot of friends around us right now.
Yeah, Ju does that very often. Right after losing a couple of points, he launches his attack. More often than not, he does pay attention to his counterattacks.
Well, he's done well to come back to juice at 10s in the first.
Down the middle, that's the way to deal with a chopper in general. And let's see if he can create an angle. Baum. Very patient. Oh!
Lucky, because he blocked really well. That was in the middle of that rally. It was a very, very interesting one. Lots of things to debate there, wasn't there? But he chose the wrong option ultimately.
You got a lot of underspin there.
It is Game point to Ju Si-hyuk. Oh, he's missed it. It's 12-10. And that really is unfortunate for Patric Baum. He fought back so well, and then at the crucial stage just couldn't crawl across the line. Absolutely fabulous first game in this. Well, you wouldn't believe it. It's only the round of 32, but it's a very competitive match.
Yes, indeed. Only 2 points set them apart. Definitely, we are expecting something like a seesaw battle going on and unfolding itself. I do believe Ju is regaining his form in a very effective way. And remember last year, especially towards the end of last year, he struggled a little bit here and there. But so happy to see him back, especially he and Liu Jimin and Wu Jiangying, 3 of them are vying for 2 spots in the singles for the Olympics next year. And also I'm very happy to see the former world table tennis champion of the Olympics of Athens coming back strong as well, regaining certain form of his.
There's a lot of power, great mix here, and of course when you get 2 very, very fit young men like this competing, it adds hugely to the entertainment value. Their footwork there is just extraordinary.
Unbelievable. Did you see the last shot from Ju? Digging so hard underneath the table with a lot of underspin, generating the power there, making his opponents send the ball to the net. Oh, look at that one. Another beautiful and typical counterattack.
He's 1-0 in the lead with games and 1-0 in the second. A little nod there from Patric Baum saying, wow, that was a cracker. He's got to keep his concentration here as Baum, because he had a chance, didn't take it, but he will get many more. Wow, and that off the edge of the bat there for 3. Love 3, 0-3.
This is really working effectively for Baum there. Patric Baum pushing his opponent far away from the table, creating 2 wide angles there.
And at 4-1, you get polite applause, particularly from the bench, of course. But
Liu Nankui is right there.
It will be certainly different when Baum scores a point. But at the moment, at 5-1, 1-5, it's a bit of a struggle.
And I'm so glad to see Liu Nankui coming back as well, resurfing, so to speak, after a lot of reshuffling in Korea, especially with their table tennis squad. And now he's back, especially doing preparation work for the London Olympics.
Well, Ju Si-hyuk has got a higher ranking and a higher seeding than Patric Baum, and that is being borne out right now, because having taken the first really against the odds, he was certainly struggling a little bit. But he's now settled and really looking good. And look at the scoreboard there. That reflects exactly where we stand at 8-1. Roscoff is not happy at the minute.
Not at all, to say the least. A stern-looking face there.
Absolutely.
You know, he told me actually, off the record, of course, that, you know, their team definitely is trying so hard, as we mentioned before, to utilize the opportunity next year in Germany to do well in the World Table Tennis Championships. Of course, the team events we're talking about. But it's an open secret. Everybody knows about it.
Well, that really is. In short time, you don't expect Ju Si-hyuk to upset the balance of nature the way he did in that second game, because it was a really, really tight and tough battle in the first. Everyone was excited inside this Ahoy Stadium, and then it's all gone quiet over there, as they say. 11-1, I can't believe it. What's happened to him? Patric Baum lost his concentration. He succumbed to a lot of very, very big swinging, almost windmill effect of attack and the chopper became the attacker.
That's right. I believe the chopper really succeeded in agonizing his opponent in many ways by mixing things up here and there. And also, remember, this young German lad is still sort of growing, and Chuchi has been there, done that in many circumstances like this. So he knows how to handle the pressure, especially after narrowing and winning the first game.
Well, I know we can't pay too much attention to the rankings, but at 10 in the world rankings compared with 21, it's beginning to be a fair reflection. He's got enthusiasm, he's got energy, he's got the first point of the third game, and let's hope that continues for the sake of the entertainment. And that, look at the footwork here.
And John, one thing I do believe is that Patric needs to be more patient.
It's difficult to be patient when you've got the crowd, you know, really willing you on. It's a you can act in both ways.
Right,
you know,
but you need to focus on yourself, right? That's the thing, regardless of the situation.
For sure. But the expectation is so high on him. He loves to deliver, and he celebrates every point, so it's very intense out there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Be patient.
The chance was there. It was cat and mouse. And I'm afraid on that occasion, I think the cat got bitten by the mouse.
He could have just got this point like this. Somehow the adjustment was not quite there.
That's better.
That's, yeah, much better.
Superb. Through the middle and inside out. It was a fabulous drive.
And you just mentioned the ambience and circumstances, etc. Yesterday, after Malong narrowly defeated his opponent from Slovenia, Liu Guoliang said the same thing to him. You know, I've been there, done that, Olympics, World Championships, etc. But ambience is something you need to take care of, but you need to focus on your own game. That's what he said to Malong.
Well, at the moment, Baum is finding a way. He's been very disappointing in the second, very competitive in the first, and he's leading in the third. Very knowledgeable crowd here inside the Ahoy Stadium. Yeah, they took the tape. That's what that put the ball up too high, and Hyuk took advantage. And you can see here he's saying thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, good work from Baum here. Again, pushing Ju far away from the table with his backhand.
He's going well at the moment, and now at 4-7, Patric Baum has got a very, very good chance to at least put some pressure on.
Yeah, you can tell that this kind of pressure has made his opponent rush a little bit. This time is Hyuk, who is trying to rush the game.
A little bit of patience. Wait for the opportunity, wait for the opening, but always threatening. That's what you need. You've got to be there. Don't get too anxious.
Oh boy. He was so ready for that one.
You have to blame the serve here. Just have a look at it. Down the middle, just sitting up on, well, actually. Yeah. No, man, it was a great shot.
I'm just saying that he was so ready for that. The judgment was absolutely correct and precise. Top spin there with some side spin. That's why he could do so. Short ball there to maneuver your opponent.
Down the middle. And that was very, very effective. And in fact,
Indeed.
Hyuk could not get out of the way of it, really. Didn't get enough swing on that one. Look at him, too close. And the spin coming towards him as well. That was great side stuff.
Especially, as you said, down the middle, you know. How do you do that? Backhand, forehand, you have to adjust and make that decision in a split second.
Beautiful action there. Superb down. That really fooled his opponent. And a little nod of approval there from coach as well. We've got game points aplenty here for Patric Baum. Wow. That is a very, very much improved third game. He was blown away in the second one, but here he's come not only back in contention, he has got revenge. It's now 2-1 in favor of Hyuk, but Patric Baum is gaining in confidence and certainly has got a game plan that is working.
Yep, indeed. In this game, Patric really varies his speed quite a bit here and there, agonizing his opponents successfully, especially when Hyuk was under this kind of pressure. He was forcing to make things happen, also to create some opportunities for himself to do attacking. But certainly this kind of forcing situation is not going to work for Ju in his favor. We give a lot of credit to Patric here.
Well, I've got some great news, because coming up after this, I'm going to be joined by one of the great personalities of table tennis. Richard Prauser is with me, and in just a while he will join us and give us some inside track on his thoughts about this particular performance as well as maybe Bastian Steger yesterday, and of course the chances of Timo Boll as well. He knows them all intimately.
Right, and also Richard will be working with us throughout the whole day, and later on he will be with me as well for more coverage from table 2 to table 1. Boy, we're going to have a busy day.
It's all good stuff, and it's very exciting here in Rotterdam. We've got a 2-1 in favor of the Korean Hyuk, but Patric Baum is really firing, a little bit misfiring there. Got a bit excited, and this is the danger, of course. He is naturally a very attacking player, but he's got to control it and pick the chance. The right option is the one that we've got to look for. It's 1-1. Did well there. Every point being greeted by a significant fan base here inside the Ahoy Stadium from Germany. The flag on the knees, and of course the leagues in Germany are so strong in table tennis. Oh, it was there.
Yeah, what a shot there. Beautiful smash.
Great idea, wasn't it? Just wrong execution. It just couldn't quite get the direction.
Missed just by a little bit there. Ju Nankui.
He's so much the same. There's no emotion every time we get a cutaway.
Well, remember, in the past, a couple of days ago, he was ejected once by an umpire.
So when he does open his mouth, you don't want to hear what he has to say.
I don't know what he exactly said, but anyway, that really agonized the umpire there. But the point is now he has learned his lesson, I guess, you know, trying to calm himself down, keeping his cool in his seat.
Well, coaching is probably more agonizing than playing, that's for sure.
Well, Liu Guoliang once told us that he says, if you're in this, so to speak, hot seat and also in the seat, you know, you really feel you actually are not only with your player, but also you really feel you're more nervous than your player on court. Because the player probably won't think too much. You have to think about your strategy and tactics. But as the coach of the team, you need to cover all the bases, and that's your huge responsibility.
Baum, 4-5. I was just about to say he's now playing a more patient game, and then suddenly he has a rush of blood.
That's in the middle. Baum thought that he could really nail it.
Ah, that's clever. Did you see the change there? It's almost a neutral boy undercut there. And it certainly upset the rhythm of Hyuk. 6-5, Baum.
Certainly closely contested in this game.
Yet another one. Now that was very much an unforced error from Hyuk.
It really was. He was really rushing it a bit now.
They'll take a towel down in 12, but this is a big chance for the German.
Now look at this shot. Two coaches, one close up there, one from a distance. Fabulous.
Well, the net will always come into play every other point, but disappointing. 6-7. Oof. And now
Solid defense.
Yeah, it was 7-all, but again, he's really testing the limit in terms of aggression.
That was solid recovery from Giuseppe.
Better, more control. There was definitely, he'd taken the foot off the accelerator just a fraction, and that control paid off. 8-7. Aha, lovely flick serve. A lovely flick backhand there for 7-9.
Pressure certainly is on Jude now.
And short, there is a lot of mix here, and that is really impressive. Patric Baum is fighting back and will level things right here if he picks up a point. He's got to pick it up though first. It's 2 left.
Jude definitely is a fighter as well. And a couple of seasons in the Chinese league has helped him quite a bit as well. And he says he really enjoyed it.
And you saw that ball that came right off the top of the bat. No control. It's 10-8. Game point. And that's it. It's 11-8. It's leveled up at 2-all. And I don't know whether exactly vuvuzelas, but they sound like them. Maybe little car horns around here. You can see we've got a good crowd inside this Ahoy Stadium to welcome Patric Baum back to Roscoff. We'll have a little chat about what he's doing right here. It's very impressive. He got blown away in the second. I don't quite know what happened there, but suddenly he's got his confidence back, and his score reflects how well he's doing right here. It's 2-all in games.
All right, the two gentlemen are back now on court again. Now, John, down the line now, the fifth game, which is coming up, definitely is really the crunch time for both players.
That's power. That is real power. And although he's missed a few of them, when he actually gets his accuracy, he is very, very difficult to deny, is Baum. Big chance for him. Consistency, that's what we need.
Right, and he doesn't really need to rush the game. Now the momentum is shifting a little bit here and there. He needs to keep it, but for Zhu Zhihe, again, his also consistency is everything to his success here.
Wow, he's not used to playing that kind of lift.
Look how deep he dug himself out of that.
Well, again, trying to adjust his natural game is to try and play everything with speed. Then he just tries to take the power off it a little bit and fluffs it.
Oh, that's great. Good shot from Zhu. Counter-attack.
Do we like that? We don't like it. We love it. Superb.
Zhu really has got a lot of fans and followers in Asia. And even two Chinese choppers from the women's side, Wu Yang and Fan Ying, are his followers. And they're doing exactly the same thing. Now they too are in the top 16.
I tell you what, Patric Baum, 24 years old, he's got a huge, huge future in the game. He knows he's in the spotlight. He's got a big chance. It's only round of 32, but he is making a big impression.
He's got a powerful forehand, that's for sure. Like a killer.
2-all, 3-all.
At this stage, it just needs to be really more composed, bringing his competitiveness to a different and higher level.
It's 4-all. And again, patience paid off there, keeping Hyuk under the cosh, under the pressure there of trying to return in control. He missed it. It's 5-4.
Yes. Patric's very patient here.
Yeah, he's got to stay that way. Great
Short
rally.
ball.
Great rally. Ooh, ouch. Just took the edge and away, but a very, very good rally there.
The last
Fantastic.
return from Patric certainly was not good quality. A bit short and high. And you got a chance, and he cashed in on that without any hesitation.
Millimeters. 2-all, 5-all. And that's a big, big miss. That's always trying to upset the rhythm. Once a player gets into a rhythm, it's very difficult to unseat them. But here, we've got a lot of variety.
Especially for that one, I believe Zhu was really forcing to make things happen. That's his mistake.
And they are both really on the edge.
That's right, both have felt the pressure. I mean, who wouldn't at this stage of the game?
Took the tape and went out. Well, it's been a step ladder in this fifth game. They've only had 1 point the difference all the way through. 2-all, 6-all. That is good pressure. Again, down the middle is where he's finding success. Tying his opponent up a little bit. Finding it difficult. Here, down the middle is where you go. Yep, and look at the spin coming back towards the body. 7-6. We've seen it repeated so many times. He gets his nose in front, and then he gets it chopped off with a bit of over-exuberance. 7-all.
Patric again is trying to mix things up. The middle part, and he's trying to create an angle a bit again in a hurry to make things happen. You don't force things to happen. You really have to accumulate your strength there. Look at it. He was trying to use his forehand topspin to aid the corner.
It's 8-7, Juicy Hyuk. Well, there was a shot in the middle of that was a fabulous one. Very, very unusual. But he's lost the point.
I'm sure Coach Roscoff did mention that you got to really attack the middle part at the table. However, sometimes Patric is just not patient enough. Good block there. Counter-attack. Oh, he missed that one. Yeah.
He was there, except when it really counted at the end. It was a lovely reach. Good block reach.
That was good recovery from Juicy Hyuk. Turning around. His top spin.
Game points aplenty here for Korea. He's missed one.
Well, he could score a couple of game points, but not too many. Still very closely contested one in this one. The 5th game.
He will towel down. 18 points complete. Multiple of 6, of course. And is that a timeout?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Called by Koreans.
Okay, well, that's an interesting one. I've got Richard Prowser right next to me, but I don't use him. He's not on microphone at the moment. But it would be lovely to find out a little while what he would think about that particular timeout. It could well be a good call, couldn't it? Because he's broken the momentum. He lost the point after at 10-7. So I guess, you know, with the 2 points in the bag, just waiting. But what would happen if he loses the game from this timeout, huh?
Well, this really, again, a double-edged sword here. Here, for Liu Nanhui and Juicy Hyuk, they think this is really the crunch time to nail this one down, to have the lead 3-2 on the scoreboard. And that probably will give him some psychological edge over Patric Baum.
Well, we're getting back to the meat of the matter, the focus of our attention. 2-all in this round of 32 encounter. Patric Baum of Germany, Korea's Juicy Hyuk. It's 10-8 with Si-hyuk in service. Timeout has been complete. Here we go. 2 game points. There's one missed. Watch out.
Pressure definitely is on the Korean side.
It is, because they've actually missed 2 game points here. One more, and you listen to this crowd. 10-9.
Such an important point.
He's missed it. Absolutely set up the point there. And then instead of the cheers, we have the agonizing oohs around the stadium as he takes Juicy Hyuk. Took it 11-9 in the end, but it was a fantastic setup.
Patric cannot believe that he missed that one. Beautiful setup there already. He almost got it, yet again almost doesn't count here.
That's the final agonizing shot, but before that there was an extraordinary shot that I've only seen him play it. It's amazing. Flat on to the table, actually perpendicular. I don't know how he plays it. It was a really strange one.
2 striking contrasts as far as reactions are concerned from Liu Nanhui, coach of the Korean team, and also from Patric. Boy, this is really a very closely contested game or match. Except the second one, it was sort of one-sided. Ju Se-hoot took it very easily.
11-1. Previous, let's just assess, Patric Baum beat Zoran Primorac from Croatia, and that was a 4-1 win, taking it 11-9 in the fifth. And Ju Se-hoot was the victor over Thomas Kennat. It took a little bit longer. He took it in 6. 4-2 was the score in that one. He had a lot more trouble with Alexander Karakasevic. It went to 7 in the first round. Here we go. It's a 6 game. Don't want to see Baum here blown away like he was in the second. Got to keep the pressure on, but I'm afraid with a shot like that, he's going to feel the heat.
Yeah, poor return from Patric there. Too easy for Ju Se-hoot.
Yeah, to be fair, Dong, he actually touched the net there with that return, so he had to readjust. It wasn't an easy return. It's love to.
Oh, that caught the net, the tape rather, and went out.
At 1-2. This is a really good fight back. I was a little bit worried that Patric's head was going to be down, but it just shows he's very focused. He knows this is a big chance, huge chance in the sun, in the spotlight. Could make a big difference to his career and confidence. He's missed that one for 3-2.
Yeah, again, he doesn't have to really force to make this shot. Especially when Ju is really on a rise now after taking the last game.
Well, he went for broke here, ran around the backhand. There was nobody home if that had come back.
But the forehand attack was just simply too strong. A lot of German fans
here.
here.
They are absolutely loving this. The opportunity to come to see a World Championships back in Europe. It was in Bremen. When was that? 2006, I think. He's missed another one after fighting back to square it at 2s. And that could be a significant one. I think we might get a timeout, will we? No?
Yes.
Yep, we have.
From Roscoe. I think it's really...
Yeah, that's a good call.
Indeed. Perfect timing to stop the momentum from Ju Se-hoot now, who is on a run.
It's almost going to form, isn't it? You know, you've got a really ambitious young German here who's got great talent, occasionally a little bit over-enthusiastic, occasionally shot option maybe could be better, but you've got a very, very solid performer. Ju Se-hoot has been there and done it, and while his ambition in the World Championships probably is even bigger than Patric Baum, if truths were known. But, great talent, great entertainment.
I don't like this body language right now in reaction, and he actually was very much in a hurry to get back to the court. And did you notice the little detail there? Roscoe was asking him to come back. I'm not done yet. So I don't know if that really truly reflects.
Let me tell you, it's the difference between Europe and Asia. The discipline of Asia is significant, but you do have a democracy in the German camp.
I know, but I'm just saying that also reflects that he really wants to come back to play. The eagerness is right there. But is it really that good?
He's missed it. You take a timeout, you want to break up the momentum. What's happening right now is a 4-point lead for the Korean, and that will give him huge confidence. And it just relaxes him a little bit. It's quite the opposite effect of the person who is yeah, exactly that. You see, it gives him that little bit of extra adrenaline rush, gets into it, and at 7-2, this is looking good for Korea now.
Ju is certainly on his way.
And he's missed another one. It's 8-2, 2-8.
I think the momentum has totally changed,
Yeah,
especially after that break. Patric, now I was trying to say the nuances of telling me that he was ready to go. He was so eager to go, but the eagerness might be too overkilling in that sense, and it shows certainly.
Well, and now it's 2-9. It's match over, I'm afraid, for Patric Baum. Well, there might be a temporary blip as far as Hyuk is concerned, but coming up in just a while, I hope you don't go too far from your TVs and computers, because we've got Timo Boll, and one of the most exciting players that's ever graced a table tennis table.
It's been a long day, John.
It's going to get longer, I tell you.
Oh boy, Patric is giving up already.
It's match points. It's 7 of them.
It's a shame to see him go like this, really.
Well, the crowd will be really disappointed, that's for sure.
I mean, he was quite there,
yeah,
but then all of a sudden he just, you know, he's losing it. Game plan is not there anymore.
It was 6-all in the 5th. That was the one when he lost it there. That was the moment of change in terms of confidence.
Where he could afford to loosen up a little bit.
Okay, a little bit of tail wagging here.
Broskov.
5-10. Bit of exhibition stuff to finish off. And that is it. It's 11-5 in the 6th game. And you have to say, Hyuk really, with his first 2 games, really blew Patric Baum away. And well, although he came back very, very strongly and leveled up at 2-all, in the end, a 4-2 result is probably a fair one. So a bit of a seesaw battle all round there, but in the end, Hyuk took it very comfortably. Patric Baum will have another day.
Well, congratulations to Hyuk, who won in a very convincing fashion.
Good. Well, we've got some more great stuff coming up, and I've just mentioned the name of Timo Boll of Germany. He's up against Sweden's Robert Svensson, and for that match I am going to be joined, I'm delighted to say, for the very first time, Richard Prauser will join me in my colour commentary position right next to me. We say farewell just for the moment to Dong, and he's going to come back in a couple of matches and also work with Richard as well. It'll be a great thrill for all of us. Join me in a while then for the men's singles match, Germany v Sweden, Boll v Svensson.